For movie suggestions that you can use, this is DJ Fish with Fish to Go Movie Reviews. New theme song in the making?
That's the picture.
Welcome to day 58 of my 100 Days, 100 Movies Challenge. Because it's the only place to go on YouTube to watch an avid movie fan rant about the movies. Or praise them, as I have done in this challenge. I'm not a total prick. But what if you've ever reached a movie that you simply can't do either to? That's pretty much my feelings about filmmaker Jim Jarmusch. He's very adamant about expanding the independent film scene just as much as I am about spreading the cream cheese to the very edge of my toast. But for the most part, Jim Jarmusch's films are hit and miss for me. Like, I quite enjoyed Broken Flowers, but I didn't really care for The Limits of Control. But today, my friends, or enemies, I have one of his films that I haven't seen and was recommended to me. I watched the 1995 film called Dead Man, featuring Johnny Depp. So I basically could have enjoyed it or had some feeling of regret. Something along these lines.
Oh man, I could have had a cookie.
I gotta get that show on DVD. But in the meantime, let's check out this trailer.
We're shooting buffalo.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Dickinson. I don't think you want to do that.
The only job you're going to get in here is pushing up daisies from a pine box. Now get out.
Charlie.
I never wanted to go away. I never stopped loving you.
What name were you given at birth, stupid white man?
I'm William Blake.
Then you are a dead man.
I'm telling you, the film was made in 1995! But you probably couldn't tell. This is Dead Man, a film starring Johnny Depp in what looks like a possible sequel to Benny and June. He plays William Blake, an accountant in the 19th century who travels to the town of Machine where he gets caught up in a little mishap. See, he doesn't realize he shot and killed the son of the most popular industrialist of the town. So now he's on the run from hunters that are trying to track him down. On his way, he meets a Native American named Nobody who believes he's actually William Blake, the real-life poet, who by this point in chronological time is a dead man. But William will soon embark on a vision quest to find deeper meaning. The film is Jim Jarmusch's version of a western, but this western is kind of a sleeping giant. And by giant, I mean monster. It's sort of this western that attempts to twist the genre into subversive subjectivism. Try saying that 3 times fast. But I didn't say it was necessarily a good thing. For all of its existential malarkey, I never really found it coming across in an understandable manner. It's like Jarmusch throws all of these wonderfully shot images and profound dialogue at you as if it has some greater meaning, but it never actually makes it feel important. I was riding along with the characters fine, but they were more like relayed images instead of 3-dimensional characters I could sort of relate to, especially on top of its rather slow pace. I'm sure he was trying to get at something, but whatever that something was, I couldn't find it. A lot of times I actually found myself comparing it to this year's release of Gore Verbinski's Rango, which coincidentally also starred Johnny Depp in the main role. Though not exactly the same as far as its story. It does deal with existentialism in an experimental Western style that knows its trials and tribulations. Like it goes there and then it fully accepts that it goes there. I almost think Rango is what Dead Man wanted to be. But nonetheless, I do think Johnny Depp pulls off a good performance as well as the supporting cast. Though that's pretty much a staple in Jarmusch's films, so there's nothing new about that. His key detail and accuracy to Native American methods is also quite remarkable for a film these days. And let's not forget Neil Young's pretty spot-on score, even if it is just a few guitar strums. But did I love this film? Or loathe this film? I'd have to say neither. When it all comes down to it, Dead Man has about as many good things as it does troubling things, which I guess just results in a mishmash kind of film. It may be worth revisiting, but like William Blake in the film, there's only one way for this thing to end. I'd give it a solid C. But if you have seen Dead Man before, I'd like to know what you thought about it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? And why? Leave one of those comments down below, and if you like any of my reviews or would just like to continue on my 100 Days, 100 Movies Challenge, then you can subscribe up above. 6 weeks to go from here, guys, with 42 more movies to go, so keep those suggestions and recommendations coming. And don't forget one of these guys, unless you're a dead man, or want to be a dead man. And once again, I'm DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews on the go.
That's the picture.